The night is young, very young, so young in fact it's actually afternoon. And here I am at one of the hottest night spots in town for a pleasant meal.
Almost naked in the street.
While in the evenings it's packed, loud and happening, in the afternoons Leather Bar is the embodiment of contrast. Natural light casts its dewy glow on dark leather couches and ceilings. The waiters strut around wearing sexy studded leather belts in broad daylight. It's a scene reminiscent of the morning after a wild night, with one difference. Instead of beer bottles and cigarette butts strewn about the place, there's an elaborate spread of Asian Western cuisine.
Look at me.
What we've done with the Asian bar is we want to try some innovative concept for the lunch. So we've come up with Asian Bistro lunches. So which is like a very light lunch concept. You have your salad, you have your sandwiches, and then on the hot side we play on with various Asian concepts. Like one day you have laksa, one day you have Chinese noodles, one day you have houseware. So basically it's very light on your palate, very fresh, lots of fresh salads, a lot of good sandwiches, quiche, and burgers.
The advantage of a buffet. You don't have to rely on prompt service, just rely on your own 2 feet. Now I have the laksa over here. Laksa is a soup, noodle soup, spicy, a mix of Chinese and Malay elements. And I have my choice of condiments to go with it as well. I also have a few salads on the side. The broccoli salad with curry mayonnaise, the tandoor aloo salad, and the zucchini salad with cinnamon and saffron. Now if you don't mind, I've got to get into my laksa while it's steaming hot.
So he yelled. The guy just yelled at me in the street.
Spicy and tangy. Spice is kind of subdued by the coconut milk.
I'm telling you. Just don't let yourself be cold in the street.
And as I mentioned earlier, I've got the salads on the side. Now this broccoli and curry mayonnaise sounds like a bit of a strange combination to me, but let's see. It is strange. It's a bit like chaat masala and vegetables. Well, that doesn't work for me. Let's get back to the laksa, which is delicious.
To follow up my soup and starters, I felt myself turning Japanese and wandering towards the sushi options.
See, all the sushi ingredients we import from Japan. So basically the sushi rice, the sushi vinegar, the misopan dressing, the wasabi, everything we import from Japan. We try to use a lot of local fish because we get a, Chennai got a very good coastline and we get a lot of fresh fish over here. So we use the tuna and the snapper, all that is fresh. And some of the fishes like the salmon and the maguro tuna, all that is imported from Japan.
Now the sushi selection is limited, but just having sushi as part of a buffet, that's a plus point for me. Now I have over here the smoked salmon nigiri. Now nigiri sushi is a combination of rice and a single topping called neta. Now it's usually a seafood item. Here in this case it's the smoked salmon. I also have the asparagus tempura maki roll. Now maki is literally rolled sushi. In this case it's been rolled in nori, which is the seaweed. And of course wasabi. For me sushi is incomplete without wasabi.
Now here's something I bet you didn't know. Leather Bar has a collection of fascinating books. Yes, books. From books on cinema and art to books that, well, speak the truth.
It's really funky. I wanna show you. Can you feel it? I wanna show you.
The entire buffet, which will cost you 500 rupees, also comes with a glass of beer. One of my favorite side dishes with sushi.
I wanna play for you.
But if you've got an important meeting to get back to at work, you can choose instead one of the mocktail options that comes with the buffet. Naresh was kind enough to whip me up a quick mocktail.
I wanna play for
Now, while my mocktail was being made, I chose to dabble in the more coffee shop sounding items on the table.
you. Can feel it, you can feel it, you can feel it. It's really funky.
Well, I'm at the sandwich counter getting a roasted rosemary chicken sandwich with my choice of the many Indo-Western Asian condiments. And for you strict vegetarian Amardapayans, I have here a tandoori paneer and mushroom kati roll so as not to upset Ase Amma back home.
And of course, I couldn't resist the call of the quiche. Although it's popular everywhere today, quiche is characteristic of French cuisine, but actually originated in Germany. A pastry crust with a custard base made from eggs and milk or cream, with items like chicken or vegetables added to the egg mixture before it's baked. I had the smoked chicken and scallion quiche, and an asparagus and corn quiche.
Now, one disadvantage of any buffet, cold food. Now, while my quiche has gotten a bit cold and dry, my sandwich was made right in front of me, fresh. And the chicken is juicy. I love the choice of multi-grain bread. This sandwich is a winner.
At the very end of this assembly line of Asian Western cuisine, there awaited the final stage, the sweetest stage of all, the lemon tart strawberry cheesecake stage.
All the desserts and breads are all made in-house. So we have a very good bakery and pastry in-house. So all the desserts are made in-house. And we try to keep, again, the concept is to have very light dessert, not very heavy dessert. And we try to balance it between, like a nice chocolate dessert, and then you have some good fruit-based dessert. Then you have a nice fresh fruit selection. And not only the dessert menu, including even the sandwiches, the quiche menu. Every 2 months, every 3 months, we want to give more variety. So it's like a cyclic menu which keeps changing over, and we try innovating with the menus and trying out different dishes, and that's how it works with the Asian Bistro lunches.
A strawberry cheesecake is mousse textured with cheesecake flavor, and it tastes like fresh strawberries on a spring day in Nova Scotia.
I was pleased to find the desserts tasted fresh, as if they'd just been made and retained their moisture.
Well, a comfortable couch and a heavy meal can be quite a dangerous combination in the afternoon. But this meal is quite a deal. 500 rupees for this whole spread, plus a glass of beer. Now, Leather Bar in the afternoon. Give it a thought.